Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV, and we've just seen Manchester City absolutely demolish Liverpool scoreline-wise by 4-0. It could have been 10, as some people would say. It could have been a lot more than it was. So many messages coming through. I'm just going to send a quick link out to Chris Welch. Try and get him on, and then another one. A lot of people want to come on, and then I'll get somebody else on as well. Edit. Paste out. So City run out comfortable winners. Don't be fooled, because it wasn't an easy game. It was a difficult old game, especially in the early stages. We had a lot of opportunities. Gabby Jesus once again caught offside, born offside. Danny Touré, great game. And that was quite frustrating with the Gabby J getting offside so much. But end of the day, we did the business. We won the game, and that's all you can do. Liverpool didn't really offer too much in the second half. It's obviously a huge disappointment for them. It's a huge disappointment for them. The way they, I won't say capitulated, but the way they let us have too much there. I'll send this message out. Just get this done. I'm just gonna let's see who comes on. Let's see who comes on before I decide what I'm gonna do. Just gonna get a quick message out, guys, to a few people to see if we can get them on as we review this game. And City have won at a canter in the end by 4-0. As I said, Gabby Jesus had those chances. Offside 3 times, very frustrating. He had another 2, I think, very good chances as well to score. We had an absolute bundle of chances. Ikram, let's go. Nightbot's having a go at. Ikram, too many capitals. You can't use capitals, Ikram. You can't use capitals, Ikram. Hi, Adam. Hope you're doing well, mate. You can't use capitals simply because Nightbot is on. It will not let you use capitals. It's simple as that. I mean, let's have a chat. Come on. I'm trying to get just wait for a couple of people to come on. Let's see if they come on, and then we will chat. But we had a lot of chances that first half. Liverpool had a lot of chances. We were excellent in the end, Ray. I'm not being pessimistic, but a negative about it. But we give, once again, Liverpool had an absolute abundance of chances. Their pressure really caused us trouble. But the good thing was we were creating a lot of chances all the time, and we showed that their back line isn't always as good as all that. Those 3 offsides from Gabby are tantamount to that. I mean, through every single time, he just didn't get it right. No capitals tonight, guys. I'm sorry, I can't go in there and change it now. Ikram, I'm on the stream. Hi, ZK Football. Dre, absolutely. Foden does belong. Alex, what do you think? Am I happy with the result? Of course I'm happy with the result. Will Davis, Liverpool. Yeah, I think the first 20 minutes, each team had spells. Each team had a lot of opportunities, good chances, clear-cut chances, some of them. And I'm surprised that Liverpool didn't score. I think had they scored one of those early goals, then we would have been in trouble, and it would have been very hard to come back from. But it's one of those, who scores first, that can usually mean who's going to win the game. Mendy was all right in the end, Ikram, but for me, he was dodgy at the start. Ikram, and we'll keep it sensible. If people do come on, and if I get some Liverpool fans to come on, then guys, just be nice to them, yeah, because it's taken a bit for them to come on, yeah. If people come on, let me try and get Ali on. I'm going to send Ali the link. Let me just nick the link and send it to Ali and see if he wants to come on. They had the guard of honor. They've had the guard of honor, and they'll let themselves down, guys. Send a couple of messages out. Someone to Ali. If we get Cam, just looking for anybody. Let's try and get Cam on. And because it's about people coming on to chat. So I sent 4 links out. Let's see if anybody comes. Mendy was dodgy at the start and settled in just like versus Newcastle. That's Crystal. Hey. What a great game. For the neutral, it was a fabulous game of football. Chances at either end. And fortunately for us, anyway, City come out well on top. Pretty much crushed Liverpool. The guard of... Yeah, absolutely, Ikram. You're right. Who cares about the guard of honor? I don't... It's something that has to be done. We did it. We moved on. We got the result. And we move forward. And hopefully... that will give us a little bit of encouragement for next season. Let's go and see that fella up there. Foden scores. Foden scores again. It was a great game, absolutely, Chris. Look, when you win, it's always a great game, isn't it? I'm just having a look at is anybody on? But look, you know, and I'm right. We've battered Liverpool tonight. Absolutely. Is anybody going to come on? I'm just waiting to see. I've sent. I know Bernard's going to be working, so I don't think he'll come on. He'll probably nip in. You know, I'll get Bernard tomorrow. Next season, yeah, I hope so. Adam, we come back stronger. Well, there's no question. Foden has scored 4 goals since we've come back in 4 league. Is that 4 goals in 4 league games? It's not bad, is it? Foden with more goal contributions. Someone give me a reason why he shouldn't be in. He's in the England squad, Ikram. If he's not in the England squad for the Euros, I mean, he's been lucky as well that this break and not having the Euros this year has probably helped him, I think, cement a place for next season. You cannot not pick Phil Foden for the Euros. He's just fabulous. He's just been too good. I'll send another message out because no one's coming on yet. Let's see if Bernard comes on. Just trying to get anybody on tonight. Just going to send a couple of messages out. Well, let's see if anybody comes on then. I've sent a few messages out. Just need one. It'll be an absolute farce if it doesn't make it next year. Foden with more. Yeah, absolutely, Ikram. You know, look, Foden was fabulous tonight. And I said about Garcia, I think Garcia had a decent enough game. You got to remember, this team is Liverpool are the champions. You know, they have lost only their 2nd game of the season, then they're drawn 2. Liverpool are a machine. They've been an awesome side this season, and yes, you can say they've not hit the heights in this game as they normally do. But at the end of the day, you know, they're still an excellent team, and they could have battered as if they scored early on, taken 1 or 2 of their early chances. So, you know, I'm glad Garcia got the game, and I think he's done really well. Come on, City, says ZK Football. I Pep got the guy switching up during the game, kept Liverpool working and getting absolute drive. Very, very good. Can you believe we did that with Gundogan and Rodri? It's beyond. It is, but it's one of those things, Ikram. We had a lot of chances, and we are very good at creating chances usually. Liverpool created plenty of chances. They just didn't score. And I think that was, for me, that was the story of the game. Eventually we took our chances. Liverpool didn't. And that's why they've ended up on the wrong end of an absolute hiding. Good vibes, Barudi. Good vibes. I thought Riyad had scored at the end, you know, and then they give that for handball. It was really unfortunate because, you know, Riyad, he came on for a few minutes at the end. He did all right, but the game was already won by them. Faris, we're robbed from the... Faris, if you saw the Spurs game against Sheffield United, that will tell you what robbed was when Lucas Moura was fouled on the floor and done. Let's get Cam on.
How you doing, buddy? You all right?
I'm going to put...
Tough times.
Cam, how you doing, mate?
I'm well. I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm all right, mate. I mean, I feel you got pumped 4-0. I mean, that Batman, you needed more than Superman on your shirt, man. It wasn't good, was it?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I thought we were actually quite good.
Yeah.
I think in playing football, we opened you up a few times. I think you guys were very clinical, which is somewhat unusual. It was like the roles were reversed in the first 30 minutes. We were pressing hard. We were catching you in midfield, and Salah hit the post, and there were a few chances. And then the flip side, you guys were just really clinical. And I got to say, in the end, it could have been 4, 5, 6, 7, but. I didn't think we were that bad, to be honest with you. Defensively, we were shocking.
I think it was the defence. It was the tail of your defence, because we were all expecting it to be City's defence that was the weak spot. And we were, don't get me wrong, you had a bundle of chances, obviously, that hit the post. I think you could have scored 3 or 4 goals in that first half alone. And you had chances in the second half as well. And we had a lot of chances as well. And I think sometimes it's who scores that first goal and who takes enough early chances. And once we scored the first goal, we got stronger and better and more confident. And then the second goal, I think, kind of put you more on the back foot. And from that initial spell of 20 minutes of putting a lot of pressure on, you weren't pressing as much.
Nah, you could tell. I don't want to make excuses, but I think once we went 2 goals down, I think against this City team, the confidence, they play around you very, very well. And I think the motivation obviously isn't there as well. I think once we went to 2-0, I think the boys sort of knew, listen, the game's lost. Conserve a little bit more energy. And then you guys are phenomenal. If a team isn't playing intense against you guys will open up any team, Liverpool or whoever it is. So fair play to you guys.
Yeah.
Sad time, but hopefully the next match we play, we'll pick up some form.
Yeah, is that gonna? How much influence is this result and the performance going to have on next season? Not just in terms of who's going to go into next season more confident and everything else, but will this help Klopp to buy 1 or 2 players in the transfer market? Is that going to make a difference?
So I was thinking that as well. I was thinking this might be the sort of chip in his hand to go to the owners and say, listen, we need some fresh blood, people that haven't won the title or sorts of, to come in. It might help, it might not. I mean, ultimately, COVID-19 has damaged nearly every club's finances. But I think, with the African Cup of Nations being moved, I think we'll probably go with a very similar team as now. And I expect us to be there or thereabouts, to be honest with you again. I think the only close that gap now. Yeah.
I mean, right now the gap's 20 points. I still maintain that Liverpool have to drop off next season for anybody to have a chance, and other teams have to step up. And so going in the transfer, if you had to get any position right now, if I said, Cam, you can get one almost world-class player right now that's going to benefit your team, that's going to make a huge difference, what position would you be looking at?
If it wasn't to strengthen our sort of front line behind Salah, Mane and Firmino...
I want someone who's going to play in your first team. Someone who's going to play in your first team.
It would be a centre-half of, not Van Dijk's quality, because there's no one in the world of that quality, I think. But it would be a sort of tall, stronger, physical half. Koulibaly, someone like that. I mean, that's the lazy name, right? In like go-to person, but someone of that 6'4", very fast, very dominant, that plays around and nobody's getting past. Basically, that's lock and load. So I think the midfield's fine. We got 5 or 6 options there. Centre half, I don't think Lovren's good enough. No, I think Matip's too injury prone, and I think Gomez is a very good centre half, but I prefer somebody a bit more physical myself.
Maybe, I mean, Gomez is still young, isn't he? He's early 20s, Gomez.
22.
Yeah, so he's got loads of time to develop. And if you could get someone like Koulibaly, just turned 29, City wants to, and have him for 2 seasons, whilst Gomez is learning and developing, that could be the difference. But
the money would be silly for Koulibaly. He's 29. There's no resale value. But
I don't see FSG going for someone like Koulibaly. He's just not their kind of player, age-wise and profile-wise.
You're right. And to be honest with you, to buy a 60, 70 million pound player, 29, it's ludicrous. So I don't see it happening. But the profile is more what I'm talking about. So, I mean, I'm not a scout, but I'm assuming there's got to be another Koulibaly out there, which is apt, undiscovered. But, Gomez can develop. I just think he's a little bit weak in the air. His recovery is good. Pace is good. He brings the ball out really well. But I think in the really top games, I personally prefer Matip. But Matip's too unreliable. From an injury perspective. But we have I think where we need to strengthen it is basically the front line in terms of depth.
I
think we're good to go again.
All right, Cam. Thanks very much for coming on tonight, mate. Obviously, getting beat 4-0, it's going to be a bit disappointing. So, big up to you for having the guts to come and front up and have a chat about it. You take care, mate.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Take care.
Have a good night, mate. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Hey, thanks very much to Cam for coming on. And obviously, it's not nice when you got your team's just been pumped. But look, he's done the business. He's come on and had a chat about it. So you can't really knock that. Let's just try and find Bernard. Let's try and send Bernard a message. I was hoping I'd get Bernard before he has to go to work, if he's going to work. A lot of people there. And just check. Twitter's obviously gone wild. But I just want to get some more fans on. If any of you guys want to come on, I'm going to pop the link up here. All you have to do is click that link. Yeah. If you want, you copy, paste that link into your browser and you can come and have a chat. Beyond Ultra Gaming, come on, I want to see some of you guys on. Anybody, as long as you're 18 years old, Spencer's and Mark, Danny McArdle, come on, Danny, have a chat. Beyond Ultra Gaming, whoever's 18 years old, I think that's the key. I don't want to go and asking your parents for permission. If you're 18 years old, come on the stream, come and have a chat. And I'm just waiting for a couple of people. I really thought I'd get a couple of the people I wrote to come on, but it's not happening yet. So we're going to send Daisy a link as well. Daisy will come on. I'm sure she'll come on. I hope. Let's just see if Daisy's going to come on. I'm just looking at who else. I can send them a message. Just send this message to Mark. See if Mark wants to do it as well. Pop him in there and send it to Mark. There we go. Let's see if we get anybody else wants to come on into the chat. Hey, who's coming? Abdallah. Come on, Abdallah. Ring in. Abdallah, how you doing, buddy?
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Hey, you're a young chap. You got a big bright light behind your head.
Yeah, sorry. I'll just do it like that. Is that all right?
Hey. You know, it's a good position. How you doing, Abdallah?
I'm all right. I'm actually really happy. I didn't expect much. I said we'll be lucky if we won the game. But yeah. I enjoyed the game. 4-0. Foden, same age as me. I'm happy for him.
Wow.
He's a great player. I generally think I was watching the Football Terrace and they were saying, well, they don't have the trust in Pep, where they don't believe that he will have trust in. As in, like, he'll probably replace him as past records is before, and that he. Sorry, I'm quite shy. I don't know what to say. I respect you quite a lot, and I'm quite happy.
Somebody else replace David Silva. Is that what they're saying? That other fans?
Yeah.
I mean, I've said similar myself. I said I don't think Foden is ready to play 40 games a season. And City are a 60-game a season team. Now, next season might be a bit less if we don't get in the Champions League. And obviously, if we get in the Champions League, we don't play in the Carabao Cup. So whichever way it's going to work, we might only play 50 games next season. So it might mean we don't need another player. But if we were going to play 60 games, I'd still want another attacking midfielder to come and help. I mean, who's the man of the match for you from City? Who's the one for you that made the big difference? Have we lost Abdallah? Ooh. Have we lost you, Abdallah? Chris, come on. I think we lost Abdallah. If you just come and wait in the green room, Chris. Come on, Chris. I think we lost Abdallah. What I'll do is I'll remove Abdallah from the stream. Still open for you, Abdallah, if you come back. Are you back? Abdallah's back.
I'm still here.
All right. Let's go because let's go again. City won 4-0, Abdallah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick think about Liverpool. Okay, they did start off well. Were you worried the way our defense was getting exposed by Liverpool? They were doing long balls. They were doing a lot of pressing. Were you worried at that point?
I was worried about Mendy. I thought he would be a risk after his past game. I was worried about Mendy. The rest, I wasn't really worried. I trust Garcia more than any other centre back, other than Laporte, of course.
Yeah.
Otamendi, no offense, he's finished. And so is John Stones. I would rather have the youngsters as backups than them two. No disrespect. They're probably. I respect what they've done for us, but I don't think they're good enough anymore for us.
When you saw that lineup with Rodri and Gundogan, were you concerned?
I always hear from other City fans how they don't. It's very slow. I don't get why he plays them together. But of course, he knows better than us, Pep. So
he's the boss. He's the boss.
I generally think it's not my bias. You know how Pep wants two players in the same position.
Yeah.
I generally think we need two centre backs. We generally do need two centre backs. Eric Garcia and Laporte have got their places. Stones and Otamendi have to leave for the sake of their own careers.
Yeah.
And
we get one more good centre back.
Yeah, we need a new. I wanted Hakimi as right back. I generally thought, but apparently he rejected us for Inter Milan, which I don't know why. But I hope we win the Champions League. I'm confident. Real Madrid is basically my second team because me and my dad have a connection for supporting a different team in a different league. But if it means City, then of course City number one all the time.
Yeah. I was asking you who's your best player for City. I mean, you can look at Raheem. He had a decent game. KDB, obviously Phil Foden, and those are the three that stick in my mind. What about you? Have you got someone that you one of those three or somebody else?
I like Mahrez because I'm Arab and he's Arab. Yeah. I really like Mahrez. I'm happy that he came to the club. I always I like all the players, to be fair. I feel like I love them all. I like Mendy. I like every single player, to be fair.
Tonight, who's your best player for City tonight? Who was the one who made the big difference, or the biggest difference?
Foden. I can't. My bias of him being the same age as me.
Yeah,
I'm really happy for the kid, and I think he will excel. I generally think he will excel. He was awesome tonight. I can't lie. The past few games, I don't know why he plays him on the wing, and I thought he's not as fast as. Of course, I look at I play FIFA, and I look at his stats there. So then, of course, I thought, he's not going to be well on the wing, but he's proved he's versatile. He's versatile. He's great, and he's irreplaceable. He's generally irreplaceable, and I hope he excels and stays at the club for another 10 years and becomes a legend. To be fair, and.
Abdallah, City. I'll repeat: City 4, Liverpool 0.
Yeah.
Go and have a good night, Abdallah. Thanks so much for coming on.
Can I just say, I don't want them to get 100 points. I generally think they might not. They won't get 100 points. If they get 99, I'll be happy for them. And thank you so much. And also one last thing, I love your channel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
However, there was someone impersonating me and apparently making comments, and that's why I unsubscribed for a while, because someone's been impersonating me and making me look bad.
We
so that's why I had
removed
to
them.
put my profile picture. They started to make, so that's why I had to. I love your channel, but however, someone made me make me look bad, and apparently I was making fun of you or something like that, and making me so. I like both I like all City fan channels, and to be fair, I understand there's certain conflict, but other conflicts, but I respect every single channel and stuff like that. And they've even been impersonating me on other channels and making me look especially the other channel, but I know
look, I'll tell you what happened, Abdallah. They impersonated a lot of people. Okay, whoever did it, they impersonated Angus, I think they impersonated Ikram, they impersonated a lot of people. We went through a stage where every day we would get, we went to a stage where there were a lot of impersonations, and then we went through a stage where we had a lot of people coming on, and it was like bang, 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 insulting, and I think I checked through, we've banned about, I think it was over 200 accounts.
Sorry to cut you off. You know how you said you tried to verify people to choose the link? I tried to do it. I couldn't. I struggle with the links and stuff like that. I tried to do it so I can verify myself as being genuine and stuff like that. And I tried to do it. I couldn't. I would never slander anyone on other.
No, don't worry. Abdallah, what happens is, besides you verifying it, we can verify it. We know
That's why I had to put my profile picture.
Yeah. So
to show that I'm not an impersonator. Someone's.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, we know what your link is. So obviously, we've got. Obviously, YouTube has a copy of everybody's ID, so we can. We can say yes, this is the real Abdallah, because we've got a list of the real, genuine people. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can. That's how we verify it. We had this verify thing, so we have already pre-verified you. So if somebody comes on and does the exclamation mark verify, and it's not you, then it won't verify.
It's happened to the other channel. We won't speak about the other channel, but they've done it to me as well. Someone's done it.
Yeah, I think what happened was a lot of it was happening here. A lot of it was happening on this channel because we had so many people being, and Ikram saying as well, so many people being impersonated on this. They've even tried to impersonate admin on me. So they tried all sorts. And then I think because it wasn't working, because they were getting caught very, very quickly, when we had an admin working on it, they were getting caught. Then they've gone to the other channel and thrown it out there on the other channel.
I don't know who in our fellow City fans is, and said something about apparently I was saying stuff about you, and that I think it was the impersonator who was saying something about me.
Yeah, it was impersonator.
Probably someone from our follower from your channel probably believed it, and of course it made me look
and then they bring it here.
Yeah, and of course I have low self-esteem, and
Abdallah, but the difference is, Abdallah, I knew it wasn't true.
Yeah,
that's the thing, and we know let's be honest. I'll be honest here now. We have a very good idea where it's come from. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a very good idea where it's originated, because it's consistent. I'll tell you a story. Last week, I think it was last week, I was looking at the stats on some videos we did, and one video went crazy in the space of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It had 14 views, and it was a video I did. It was a video I did on I think the 24th of June, and on the 20 it said Man City News Update 24th of June. 2 days later, on the 26th, no one's interested what went on the 24th of June.
Yeah.
But in a 5-minute spell, we had 14 views in 5 minutes. In the rest of the hour, there was nothing. But in 5 minutes, we had 14 views. And you think, well, why would suddenly 14 people watch a video that was 2 days old, that was old news? You don't get that. And it was and it wasn't as if it had said Leroy Sané doing this or Otamendi doing that. It was just News Update 24th of June. So there's no reason for somebody to go and look at that video, which is 2 days old. But 14 people in 5 minutes looked at that video. 14 in 5 minutes.
I don't believe that. Your channel is a great channel. You've got
no. But those 14 views, those 14 views were 14 down ticks.
Wow.
So in 5 minutes, and the rest of, in about 24 hours, we had no views, and then in 5 minutes we had 14 views. because I can check this. So it's not many people; it's just a few people, and we know where they've come from. If we wanted to take it further, we could. But you'd like to think that childish people would stop eventually.
Yeah.
Childish people would eventually stop, but
it's slander. It's slander. It's slander.
Well, we can't. We could take it further. I've decided not for the time being not to. But we know where it's coming. And the thing is, if we do take it further, YouTube has all the IP addresses, I believe. So YouTube knows where the computers are located, and the fact that we know if you get 14 views in 5 minutes, it's not 14 people.
Yeah, because I had
not
to.
14 people.
I've
it's
had to.
The number of people.
Sorry to cut. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to unsubscribe to you and the other channel because people have been the person's been impersonating me, and I thought that but then someone on the other channel said, are you the real Abdallah then? And then
well, the thing is, at the time, that's why we did this verification thing where we can check and you can check. That's why we did it, because this was going on, and we actually, I think I did a read a statement out. I think we did a statement just to say that.
That's why I put my profile picture. That's why I've put my profile picture on my YouTube account to actually for people to know that it's me, and I'm not scared to hide or if I make a mistake or.
Well, I mean, it's like Ikram saying, he's had the same, and the thing is, as long as we all respect each other,
of course,
not worried about that.
It's not that hard to be nice to each other, and
it's
not that difficult. If you got nothing nice to say, just be quiet. It's not
that's it. Abdallah, I'm gonna let you go because a couple of guys want to come on. Thank you very much for coming on. It's been a pleasure to have you on, Abdallah.
You too. I would love to be back on. You too.
Take care. Well, that's Abdallah, a bit of a off-track chat as well, but it's got to be said. It's good on Abdallah to come on. Come on, anybody else? That link is there. If you want to come on, Chris Welch. Let's pop that link. I think that's the right link. If you want to come on, guys, that link is there. Come on and have a chat. Well, I had two other people. Ali Jawad said he can't come on. He's going away tomorrow. So fair enough. I didn't ask him if he'd come on. RSU Rodri Mendy was superb. End of the day, we win. Come on, guys, get on the channel. Anybody wants to come on? Anybody still wants to come on? Man City 4, Liverpool 0. Come on the channel. Come and let's have a chat. Let's have a bit of fun. Arashfir, you can come on. I'm only going to be on. I think I'll finish by 11. If nobody comes on, I'll be gone in 5. But if anybody wants to come on, please feel free. That link's there. I'll stick it out on Twitter. I'm just going to stick it out on Twitter. Let's just stick it out there. Let's just pop it out there on Twitter, and let's see if anybody else is going to come before I disappear. No problem, Chris. No, it doesn't matter, mate. Anybody wants to come on? I'll speak to Bernard tomorrow. I think I'll catch up with Bernard. I just stuck that out on Twitter. As I said, if nobody wants to come on in the next 3 or 4 minutes, we will call it a night. We will call it a night. We'll give it till 10 to, so we've got 4 minutes if anybody wants to come on. So what City is about, the league may be gone, but our professional standards are still there. To win 4-0 was phenomenal. Well done, Pep and the boys. I'd be embarrassed to be champions and then get to lose straight after. Well, it happens. It happens. Don't matter, Chris. Don't matter, Chris. I mean, I've had Abdallah on. I've had Cam on. So I've had one from each side. It's just it's the way it is. Take it easy, Chris. Have a very good night, mate. I know. Look, you win some, you lose some. You've won so many this season. You've won, if I'm correct, you've won something like 29 games this season. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. It's not bad. I think you'll come tomorrow. I think you'll reflect on that you've won so many games this season. you're going to win the title, and then you've lost one match against City, but you've won the battle. You won the war. You lost a battle tonight, but you won so many battles this season, and you've won the war overall. So, that's the way I'd look at it and say, overall, hey, we've done the business. We're champions, and have a difficult night tonight, but you'll come back firing tomorrow, I'm sure. So, last couple of minutes, guys. I'm about 3 minutes away from knocking it on the head. Let's see if anybody else comes on. Daisy didn't come on. I was hoping to get... I think a lot of people, actually, are just having a good time. I think they're having a good time. People don't... I'm just looking at all the stuff on Twitter. Laughing. Just looking at what people are saying. Wow. I can't. What Press Rich Blue says, if Klopp's got any sense, he'll get a new job, possibly the Barca one this summer. His shot is bolt now, and it's all downhill from here. You could look at it kind of that way as well. That where does Klopp go from here? He's won the Champions League. He's won the league. Where does he go? It can't be. Can he? The only thing that he can do now is win 2 trophies in the season. 2 biggies. Not like the Club World Cup or the Super Cup or anything like that, but win the Champions League and the league. That's all he's got. That's it. Beyond Notre Dame. And, once we were ahead, I think then we were just more confident and we were taking our chances. And Liverpool were taking enough. Liverpool didn't take enough of their chances. I'm just going to see if it's anybody's around. But it's nice to win. It's nice to win. It's nice to win quite comfortably as well in the end. I'm just going to do a quick change of my title. But it's a bit humiliating for Liverpool, you've got to say. Just going to do a little bit of a change. Yeah, I'm about to knock it on the head then, guys, if no one else is around. Kenny Placide should have been 5. Kenny, should have been 10, buddy. Should have been 10. Liverpool need to start winning multiple trophies in the same season and get back-to-back titles in order to go down as one of the greats. Look, Ikram, I will say this. This Liverpool has been one of the best league sides in history. There's absolutely no question about that. And anybody wants to, say they haven't is telling porkies. This Liverpool side will go down in history as one of the best Premier League sides ever. It's up there. It has to be up there with the Centurion season. That team, it has to be up there with the Arsenal Invincibles. It has to be up there with that Chelsea team of Mourinho when they got 95 points. And if you're going to, I wouldn't throw the Man United team in because they won the treble, but I'm talking about Premier League team. That handball rule is ridiculous. It is, Kenny. There's got to do something about it. If it's accidental, excuse me. And this is what I don't like about the handball rule. If it's and the attacking side and they score and it's accidental, even if it's just a fingernail, it's a handball. But if it's a defending team and it just touches their fingernail, it isn't. So I don't see why it should be different. I don't see why it should be different. Oh, Chris, Liverpool will be mentioned. Liverpool will get 100 points. I know there's fans who think maybe they won't. I'm pretty sure Liverpool will get 100 points, okay? And you get 100 points, you have to be in that shout. You have to be in that shout for one of the best teams ever, okay? Premier League teams, you have to be. There's no way you can't be in the shout. Look, you sat there with 86 points right now. 86 points. You've got 6 games to go. Yeah, you can end up with 104 points. And you should be, 5 wins. 5 wins does it. 5 wins gets you to 101. You can't do it with 4 wins. 4 wins gets you to 4 wins and 2 draws. 4 wins and 2 draws will get you to exactly 100 points. But 5 wins and a loss, that will get you to over 100. So, you're going to end up, whatever happens, you're going to end up with a phenomenal number of points. And I don't envy Aston Villa because I absolute smack out of the sky. Fergie once said it's impossible to win all 3 domestic titles in one season, and we've done it, absolutely. And if you throw the Community Shield in, we did that too. It's fantastic, guys. It's been a great it has been a great season. Whatever people want to say, Liverpool have pushed the they pushed the bar like City pushed the bar. If they drop any more points, it's either 100 points or less. Well, Kenny, they can afford to lose one game, Kenny, because they've got 6 games to go, and they can afford to draw 2 games. Draw 2 games, win 4 gets you 100. Lose 1, win 5 gets you 101. Those are the 2 ways to do it. Obviously, Liverpool can't afford to lose 2 games, and they can't afford to lose and draw. So lose and draw can get them 99. But if they, as I said, if they win 5 games, 101 points, it's a phenomenal season. I don't think so, Chris. I honestly, who's going to beat? Look, a negative for Liverpool is they've not scored a goal in the last 5 away games, I do believe. Not scored a goal in the last 5 away games. Is that right? I can't believe that. But, you know, that includes Atletico, includes Watford, includes City, includes Everton. So, but I don't see any other team beating you. I mean, you haven't got the games left for any team to be good enough to beat you. So I think it's pretty much, you know, look at your games, and that's how I'd look at it, Chris. You've got in July, you're home to Aston Villa. Aston Villa at the bottom. No, I think you're going to be spanking them. You've got a game away to Brighton. I think you'll be spanking them. You got a game at home to Burnley. I think you'll be spanking them. Where it could come a cropper, you got away to Arsenal. I think you'll be spanking Arsenal. Then you got the game to Chelsea. Chelsea will be needing points to get in that Champions League, I reckon. So that could be a very tough game. And then Newcastle, last game of the season, I don't see you losing there. I really, you know, those 3 games, I think the Villa, Brighton and Burnley games will set you up. You'll be sat there with another 9 points. So you'll be on 95 points. And then you'll have 3 games left to pick up another 5. I think you'll do it. I really do. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. It's been a long night. It's been a successful night. City have beaten Liverpool by 4-0. We roll on. You know, we've got a game against Southampton on Sunday, and you know, I think we just got to win 2 more games, and we will get. I think we're looking at a situation in the league. I mean, I want to get that second spot sewn up as soon as possible. So we're now sat 11 points ahead of Leicester. If we win 2 more games, we'll be 17 points ahead. They got 6 games to go. I really think 2 games is enough for us to get second. But we've got 6 games to go. I'd like to win all 6 if we can finish with a decent number of points. You know, 6 wins is 18 points. We finished with 84 points. Is that right? Yeah. So I'd like us to win. I'd like us to get over 80 points at least. So win at least another 5 this season. But hey, look, we sat there with 81 goals. Liverpool, their defense has got battered tonight. I mean, they're on 21 against. Now they're on 25 against, and we've got the best goal difference in the league. We swapped it by 8 today. Guys, thank you ever so much for coming on and supporting the channel. Player ratings tomorrow. No, yeah, I'm doing some other interviews. Ikram, I've got an interview in the morning with a journalist, but that's going to be put out. I think that'll be put out on Saturday. I've got another interview I did a couple of days ago. That'll go out probably over the weekend or early next week. And hopefully I'll interview Bernard tomorrow, and that will go out tomorrow. But that won't be streamed live. And then if Pep does a press conference, I'll do the press conference. And then we've got the ratings in the evening. So guys, please look after yourselves. Have a good night. And thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.